Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho, aka Toa Sniper 98. Welcome back to my monthly Whales log for Genshin Impact. So, let's get started. First one of 2023. And we start off with this guy. I'm sure everybody was looking forward to him. Me personally, I wasn't too hyped about him going into it. Because, I think the reason is obvious. But when he came out, and once I saw what he was capable of, then I was like, oh, okay. This guy's pretty interesting. Anyways, I'll give you my final thoughts on him later. After I go over how I built him so far. Because I think that's the most important thing for now. So, the usual level 90 stuff. I'm actually curious, because I know that you can actually give Scaramouche, like, your own custom name. I wonder if it actually shows up here. Like, you give him a custom name, and whenever you look at his character profile, it actually shows up here. Because if it does, then clearly you can tell I haven't done the story quest where you do that yet. So, I plan to go through the story quests and all that soon, because obviously, all Hytham's coming out, and I think by that point that'll be patch 3.4. So yeah, patch 3.4 should be here in like 2 or 3 weeks, or a week and a half or 2 weeks. I don't fucking know. They'll be here soon. So yeah, I'm assuming that there's going to be the third region expansion that we were anticipating comes with 3.4, because all Hytham and Yao Yao, I think, does Yao Yao? No, I think Yao Yao only takes the Liyue materials. Except for her talents. For some reason, she takes the Scaramouche weekly boss materials, which is like weird. But anyways, yeah, a lot of all Hytham's materials are materials that are not available in the current regions yet. So I assume that there's going to be a 3.4 region expansion for Sumeru, which is, I assume, in that direction where that giant ass tornado is. Because why the fuck would Mihoyo put a giant ass tornado in a part of a map where we can't access yet? Anyways, nice view though. In any case, rambling about story quests aside, here's my Wanderer's stats. Surprisingly high HP for a DPS-oriented character. It's probably because my artifacts just have a lot of HP in them for some reason. And they're definitely not final. I definitely plan on revising his artifacts as I go along. It's just right now this is the stats for the time being. From what little investment I've managed to put into his pieces so far. But they're surprisingly good for like a literal like day 1, day 2 build when he first came out. So yeah, 81% crit rate, 160 crit damage, 40% energy recharge. These are actually ballin' stats for any character, to be honest, in my opinion anyway. Shame that his weapon doesn't give him more crit damage, but that's fine. So yeah, that's his crit stat line, his ER. Weapon, of course, Tula's Remembrance, blah, 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 blah. We'll just call it Bell. The good Bell, not the Claymore Bell. But yeah, R1, 44% crit damage. So it's probably the same as... is there any other weapon, a 5-star weapon, that has 44% crit damage? Because I know Kagura's Verity is higher, yeah, at 66. This is EM. And everything's at their crit rate or attack. Yeah. So I guess this is our only crit damage catalyst, huh? I think there's a sword that also gives, 44% crit damage? I think it's the sword that my Keking has and my Ayaka has. What's that called again? Here, what's Ayaka's weapon? Yeah, Miss Splitter Reforge. Yeah, so yeah, this weapon also has only has 44% damage. Yeah, kind of wish it was like Kagura's Verity where it had 66, but oh well. I'll take what I can get. At least it has a really high base attack. I just realized 674. Like, sheesh. But yeah. Anyways, artifact set. 4-piece, this thingy. Desert Pavilion Chronicle. I'll just call it 4-piece Desert. 4-piece Chronicle. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is his dedicated artifact set. And it seems like it would be good for him. So I decided to give him that. So yeah, 4-piece, going over his pieces individually. The only Anima bonus piece that I was able to get in set. So yeah, its substats fucking below. I mean, I did say that he was getting a lot of HP from somewhere, and there it is. He's getting at least 1,000 of it from this piece alone. But yeah, One roll into crit rate, so I guess it's something. A little bit of attack, a little bit of ER. At least the other substats are actually, relevant. It's just that his HP just kind of sucks. That I rolled everything into flat HP. Attack percent. This one, obviously this could be a lot better. So yeah, definitely will look for a better attack percent timepiece for him, along with the possibly better Anemo damage cup. It's either that or I'm gonna have to find some sort of replacement to replace this. And this is a really good off piece. And I doubt I'm gonna find anything that'll replace this that's also in set. I mean, this is the closest I think I have, but this is attack percent. And I actually talk about why I even have this later. But yeah, I'll get into that in a little bit. Anyways, timepiece, back out. Feather. His feather is actually really, really good. All relevant substats. I mean, this went straight into double crit. I believe this started 3 line, and then had 3-4 rolls into crit damage. I think 3, and the other 2 went to crit rate. I think both the rolls that went to crit rate were low rolls, because otherwise I believe he should have 10% at around 10% crit rate. But since he low rolled both of them, I think it's only 8.2. But hey, at least it's all crit rolls, right? That and a little bit of energy recharge. So pretty solid piece. Could definitely be improved, but obviously that's not high priority to be improved. The other pieces are. Same thing with this piece actually, or similar story with this piece. Double crit, energy recharge, once into HP. So I guess between this and his cup, he's getting a lot of extra HP just from these. But yeah, lots of crit rate here, which is very nice. Lower crit damage, but whatever. And ER as well, very nice for overall. And then finally his off-piece hat, which is crit rate, because his weapon is crit damage, and energy recharge, some attack, and everything else into crit damage. So very lucky with this piece. And yeah, so let me explain why I have this. So because Scaramouche, or Wander, whatever you want to call him, he gets his ascension stat is crit rate, I believe. So recently, in the last couple of months, I managed to, I'm sure I've already gone over my Yelan's stats before, but recently I was lucky enough to be able to transition my Yelan off of I believe a crit rate hat, and just give her an HP percent hat instead. And all the pieces she has have just enough crit rate so that she can maintain a 60 crit rate stat line, along with a massive crit damage stat line. And because she's getting HP, she's basically having triple HP here, I think, right? Yeah, HP there, HP here, and HP here. Because she's running triple HP, her base damage is ludicrous. And I really like that. I really like having, at this point with this particular setup, I feel like my Yelan is a literal nuke, a literal cheat code almost. So I plan to do that. I plan to do the same for my my Scaramouche or my Wanderer, because there are both crit stat, ascension stat, almost said weapons, characters. They both get free crit rate when you ascend them. And so because of that, they can get away. They can easily get away with running instead of a crit stat, not cup, a crit stat helmet or crown, or what do you want to call this, circlet rather. They can run whatever their relevant stat is. So since the Yelan's is HP, she scales off of HP, and Scaramouche I think scales off of that. I'm sure he can scale off of EM. But I like him scaling off of attack. Even with this current setup that I've got for him, he hits with no other buffs. Just on his own, his normal attacks on his own, he hits for 4 or 5k average. And so and when he does pop his E, he starts doing 8, 9k, or maybe 9k is maybe 9k is a little too high. I'd say anywhere from 8k, 7 to 8k. And his Anemo arrows that shoot out of his back whenever he's in his E stance, and then you dash around after you get a couple hits with his normal attacks or whatever. All those 5 or 6 arrows that come out of his back or come out of his ass, wherever you prefer, that also hit enemies. That also tacks on an extra 10, 12k damage across all of them. So that's insane. The sheer damage output that this guy has. So I can't wait to see how much damage he'll be able to pump out when I give him a similar stat line to my Yelan, but instead of HP I give him attack. So that's why I have this piece, because this happened. I just so happened to roll this. I was like, I managed to get I believe this is 4-line, an attack percent circlet that's inset. So I guess I'll see how it rolls. And turned out it rolled pretty well, actually, all things considered. Some EM, I think 1 roll EM, 2 or 3 crit damage, 2 crit damage, I think, and then the other 2 into energy recharge. So like, as far as I'm concerned, this piece is really good. The problem is I can't use it yet because I need to reinvest into these other pieces so that he also has, just like my Yelan, at least a 60% crit rate, along with God knows how much crit damage he'll end up having. So, and we'll also see how much energy recharge he has at the end of it too. Hopefully somewhere near 40%, because him having 40% energy recharge makes him getting his ult really, really easy. And just being able to spam his ult over and over is really nice. So that is my Wanderer currently, as far as artifacts are concerned. So yeah, currently I want to revise his cup. Gotta find either an inset cup or whatever, inset circlet, I guess. Well, actually, technically I already do, but yeah, gotta find something else to replace that. So yeah, cup and then timepiece for now, followed by his flower. I think his feather is by far his best piece, and with his feather flower. God, I always mix those two things up. With his flower being the second below that, second strongest. But yeah, definitely the focus should be on these two right here. Constellation, he's C2. Didn't feel like going for other ones. I'm be honest, money's been kind of tight across all my gachas, especially over the holiday season, because all my games are having events. So, yeah, can't go too crazy over them. So yeah, C2 is just fine for me. Maybe I'll roll more constellations of him like in a future rerun, but I'll worry about that later. Currently, his talents are 9, 8, 7. I think his normal attacks take priority. I could be wrong. If not, I'll just level up his skill next. Whenever I get enough DACA bells. So, there you go. They're still pretty high level either way, just on their own. And then his ult is last in line. Because I believe his ult is the least important in his entire kit, but it's still pretty good. But in any case, that's his talent progression. So yeah, that's my Wanderer in a nutshell. There you go. Alright, next character is Faruzan. She's our second new character, came along with Wanderer. And it's a good thing she did, because she is an Anemo buffer, and boy oh boy, she is one hell of a buffer. So anyways, stats, not that much HP, like you might imagine, because she scales off of attack, I'm pretty sure, which is also why her attack is pretty high. Anyways, stats themselves, 64% crit rate, 140 crit damage, and then 146 energy recharge. Ideally, I would like to get her crit rate up to 70%. 70 crit rate, 140 crit damage would be the dream. And up until I started focusing on leveling up my weapons in my weapon inventory, I've been trying to chase that last extra 6% crit rate, but to no avail. So when I start farming artifacts again, I'm going to try to see if I can crank out like at least 7 more crit rates somewhere. But that's that for now. What is her ER again? Yeah, 146. Yeah. Ideally, I think her energy recharge should be around like 150. At least 150. 160 would be the dream. But at I can work with 146. It's not too bad. It's just if her energy recharge is anywhere below 30, it's like you might want to reconsider that, because I'm pretty sure ult is 80 cost. Considering it's a support skill, yeah, it's a support ult. Yeah, it's 80. So yeah, her having anywhere near or below 30 is gonna be kind of an oof. Just to let you guys know, she's running Rust because scales off of attack percent. This Rust is a placeholder for now. What I plan to do is, you notice how there's a level 20 Amos bow here. I was going to level this up, and then I realized, oh wait a minute, they say that there's going to be a Yelan rerun either later this month or next month, like in an imminent patch update for Genshin, where they bring back Yelan and Hu Tao, I think. So what I plan to do when those reruns drop, if they are confirmed and when they drop, is instead of rolling for the characters, I'm just gonna roll for the weapons. Actually, I may roll for Hu Tao because I think my Hu Tao is C4. What's my Hu Tao at? I think she's at C4. Yeah, she's at C4. I could roll for her constellations, but I'm gonna have to see how my gacha funds look like by the time their banners come out. If I feel like I can spare some money for it, then I will chase the C6. If not, I'll just keep her at C4 because I don't really use Hu Tao that much anyway. I just bust her out whenever I feel like I need to, which is not that often because now I have Yelan that just wrecks everything now. But yeah, I'm more concerned about their weapons because I want to pick up an extra copy of Homa for my Candace right here because my Candace is using Black Glyph Pole, and Staff of Homa is basically the better version of it. And when Yelan shows up, I plan to roll another copy of her Aqua Simulacra for my Ganyu right here. And the reason why I want to do this is because it's a similar reason to when I was explaining my Scaramouche, my future Scaramouche build and my current Yelan build. I can get away. I don't know what Ganyu's Ascension stat is, but regardless of what it is, because she's Cryo and I'm running her as Freeze because I use 4-piece Blizzard on her. I figure I can do the same thing with her. So instead of giving her a crit related circlet, I just give her an attack circlet and change her weapon to to Aqua Simulacra because it has 88% crit damage. So that's my plan. And so because I want to do that, that means that the ammo spell that my Ganyu is currently using is now going to be free. So I'll just hand that over to my Faruzan because ammo bow is also attack percent. And because Rust is 41% damage, or is 41% attack, at level 90, and then a fully leveled Amos bow is 49%, almost 50. So yeah, she'll get a little bit of a damage boost from that. So yeah, that's my plan for her weapon. So as right now, currently, as you can see, her Rust is just a placeholder. Pretty good placeholder, but placeholder nonetheless. Currently, she's running 2-piece Gladiators and 2-piece Viridescent. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want 4-piece Viridescent, because she's not really... Like she could swirl, she has a really high base attack, I think, because she scales off attack percent. But from what I've seen, just in my opinion, my irrelevant opinion, it doesn't seem like she'll be able to proc swirl very well, just because of the nature of her ult and her skill, because they go in like a triangular pattern, right? So since they don't like track enemies, or you can't control where they are once you deploy them, it's like, well, if enemies move out of their range, it's like, what are you gonna do at that point? So. I figure 4-piece Viridescent is kind of wasted on her, but we'll keep the 2-piece Viridescent, and then since she scales with attack, we'll toss her a 2-piece attack set of some kind, like one of Gladiator here. But yeah, that's her current artifact set. So let's go over her pieces individually. Attack percent Viridescent Cup, double crit, a little bit of not just a little bit, lots of energy recharge actually. Pretty sure this was a 4-line start because yeah, 2 into EM, 1 crit damage, and the rest into crit rate. So that's pretty good. Timepiece, again, double crit, energy recharge. Could be a lot better though, because the roll into a flat attack is kind of a bro moment. Would be really nice if that got into like crit rate. Like that would have been the freaking dream right there. Crit rate or even crit damage. I wouldn't mind that. But it's got a lot of energy recharge, so can't really complain there. Her feather is amazing. And that's even after it rolled once into flat defense. So imagine how good it would be if it didn't roll into that and rolled into like crit rate instead. So almost 30% crit damage. This must have rolled, just max rolled like 2 or 3 times in a row or something. Jeez. So yeah, 3, 1, 1. Yeah, it must be like that. But yeah, amazing feather. Could have been even better, which is kind of bonkers to think about. But yeah, that's her feather. Flower, oh my god, her flower is amazing too. Her flower, actually, I didn't roll for her specifically. I rolled this like a few months ago. I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 months ago, when I was trying to get like a good feather for somebody else. I forget who at this point, but yeah, I ended up getting this monster. And so yeah, this one rolled once into flat attack, once into EM, and then the rest into crit damage. It must have max rolled literally everything. So Jesus Christ, man, 30% crit damage is amazing. So I decided to give that to her. Like, if only the flat stats that had rolled into the flower, the feather, the timepiece had all gone into their crit rate stats, then it'd be this Faruzan build would be perfect. I would never touch it again. But yeah, it's also these pieces are also the reason why it's so hard to it's been so hard for me to try to like squeeze out or squeeze in like that extra 6% crit rate into her stat line, because like 3 of her pieces are already really freaking good. Like her cup is really good. I can't really complain about this. Like her feather, it's like literally 1 roll into flat attack, but otherwise the rolls themselves were amazing. And same with the flower too. I mean, sure, the base stats could have rolled 3.9% crit rate, but I'm not really like trying to nitpick here, or maybe I am. I don't know. Anyways, her hat. So her hat is subpar, but the reasons for that is because this hat, for some reason, just happened to have a lot of energy recharge. Because you can see it's a 4. It rolled 4 times in the energy recharge, and once into flat HP. Would have been nice if it were crit damage, but yeah. And I want to give her this piece, even though it looks kind of janky, because Faruzan has an 80 cost ult, and this single piece giving her like 28% energy recharge is huge. Like this is over half her current energy recharge stat line. So in a weird way, this is probably one of her better artifact pieces. Really, the only thing that would replace this, if I could find another off piece circlet that also rolled ridiculously well into energy recharge. It's either that, or I try to find like another inset Viridescent Cup that instead of Elemental Mastery has energy recharge instead. I guess I'm just gonna have to see. But yeah, like that's the problem with Faruzan's build. Ideally, like I said, I would like to get her to 70% crit rate just for that perfect 1-to-2 ratio. But her pieces are like already so up there on their own like weird ways that like where do I even start in trying to upgrade her pieces, right? Like how long is it gonna take for me to freaking look for replacement pieces that'll replace these things? Even though some of them might look really janky like this one. But in any case, 6-star. Imagine having 6-star characters in Genshin Impact, guys. Wait 2 years, they'll probably be here. But yeah, C6 for Faruzan, naturally. And talents, just 699 for the time being. I believe the reason is because Faruzan shares this puppet string material from the Scaramouche weekly boss with Nahida. And I've been prioritizing my Nahida skill levels for now. But once Nahida gets all her gets up to like what 9, 12, 12 or no 9. What constellation level is my Nahida? I think she's only C2. So when she gets up to 999, then I'll try to give my Faruzan the rest of my puppet strings, however many I get there. But yeah, even at 699 skill levels 699, like she just does. If she's supposed to be a support, she could be a legitimate DPS on her own. Like obviously not her normal attacks, but like just between her skill and her ult. Like I could legitimately see people running Faruzan because she just does so much freaking damage. In part thanks to her scaling off of attack percent, that like a legit Faruzan DPS build, I think is actually legitimate, where you just stack the hell out of her ult and her skill, and just give her just pump her full of ER, so that way she just gets her ult just over and over and over again, because she just does a lot of damage just deploying her ult. Maybe I'm just hyping her up too much, I don't know. But yeah, it's just like, you're supposed to be an emo damage support, why are you doing this much damage? But in any case, yeah, the only downside in her kit, other than her shitty normal attacks, but that's understandable because she's support, is the fact that her ult costs 80. But that can be remedied by just having a decent ER stat on her. So that's why for my build personally, for her, her having 146 energy recharge is really nice, and the reason why I'm willing to use this piece, even though it looks kind of jank, because it has that much. It has a thick ass energy recharge substat. So yeah, I believe that's it for Faruzan and my plans for her. Miss Genshin style Miku. Like, Mom, can we have Miku at home? Can we have Well, isn't there a gacha game about Miku? Like Starlight State? I forget the name. I know a couple of YouTubers have been playing that game on stream or whatever, so, from Nijisanji. But yeah. Can we have Hatsune Miku? No, we have Miku at home. That whole stupid meme. In any case, I believe those are the only new servants, the only new characters for that we got in Genshin over the past month. Obviously, our next new ones will be Alhaitham and Yao Yao. So I think they're coming out later this month. So we'll see them in the next Whales log for next month. Other than that, I don't know if I've really been messing with everybody else's artifact sets. I've been big chilling on most everybody's artifact sets for now. I can't remember if I've again fiddled with anybody's in particular. Yeah, I don't think so. I think everybody's still working with what they got. Yeah, and the reason why is because I have been dedicating a lot of my resources in resin for the past like 2 or 3 weeks into getting all the 4-star and now working on the 3-star weapons to max level. And now I am proud to announce, as proud as somebody can even get by doing this, that I have every single, at least one copy of every single 4-star weapon in the game at max level. And so this has taken quite a while, but finally I'm here. So yeah. Every single 4-star weapon in the game, at least as far as I'm concerned, now at level 90. So, however many 4-star weapons there are in the game at this point. That also includes this weapon, the new event welfare weapon that we got from the Ito event. The Tokabo Shigure sword. So I got that leveled up really quickly. And thank God they give us, while the event is running, they give level up bonuses, right? Every time you level up a weapon, you get like 50% extra bonus XP. So leveling is really easy, or a lot easier. So yeah, got this bad boy to level 90 as well. Cool weapon. So yeah, that should be all the at least one copy of every single 4-star weapon in the game. The spare ones down here are just spares of weapons I already have at max level, just in case we get more characters later down the line who might want to take these. But like, seriously, like the vast majority of my characters use 5-star weapons, even a lot of my 4-stars. So I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to use these. Like, why do I even keep these? Just in case. Because only a couple of my 4-star characters even use 4-star weapons. And the only 5-star character I think who uses a 4-star weapon is my Venti. Just because Stringless is his either his BIS or it's still one of his best weapons, even still. So, but yeah, that's that. I'm also now, as you can see, starting to work on the 3-star weapons as well. They should not take nearly as much time, just because there's not as many 3-star weapons, obviously. But yeah, as you can see here, I've been getting some more 3-star weapons to max level. Blood-Tainted Greatsword looks sick as fuck, actually, when you level it up. Like, jeez. Because when in its base form, right, like level 1 or something, it looks like very dull, very, grayish black or whatever. But now when you level up, it really lives up to its name. Fucking Blood-Tainted Greatsword. It looks sick, man. I think this weapon might be like one of my favorite 3-star weapons, to be honest, with how it changes, with how drastically its appearance changes when you level it up. But yeah, same thing with the 4-star weapons, actually. These weapons were down here are just spare copies of weapons up here. But yeah, all the 3-star weapons that have levels to them, starting from this cool steel blade onwards, are all the 3-star weapons that I still need to level up. But after those are done, I can level up the 2-star and 1-star weapons, which I don't really need to do. But hey, whatever. I mean, I've come this far. Why not, right? Just finish it out. In any case, really gotta clear out my artifact inventory, man. I really have to do something about my freaking giant ass gladiator set. Like, I hoard a lot of these artifacts just because I might need them later. But it's like, realistically, come on, man, I gotta get rid of some of these. Just clogging up my artifact inventory. It's been getting really annoying trying to farm for artifacts, especially these days. It's also a big reason why I've been going for just leveling up weapons, because obviously weapon inventory is a lot easier to manage than artifact inventory. And the fact that whenever I do try to farm for artifacts lately, it's just always oh, your inventory is full. Please clear out your inventory. It's like, ugh. So this month I'm gonna really have to sit down and figure out like, okay, like what do I want to do with my artifacts, right? Like I have to get rid of like a lot of the fucking 5-star artifacts that I'm just hoarding down here for no real reason, other than I might need them. You never know, right? So yeah, gotta get around to doing that. Other than that, I've been farming pre-farming materials for Alhaitham. Yao Yao, because she's a Liyue character, basically, I think the only thing that Yao Yao needs is that's not Liyue material is her talent materials, right? Her level 6+ materials, or her weekly mats, I should say, because she needs some more Sumeru weekly boss, the Scaramouche weekly boss materials for some dumb reason. But everything else should be okay. But Alhaitham's materials, I think I only need to farm the red brocades or whatever they're called. These things, yeah, the faded red satin. How do I say that? Red silks and the red brocades. So I'll probably farm a little bit more of those, just because I think both Alhaitham and his the new 5-star sword that comes out with him, whether it's his or not, also needs these as essential materials. So I'll probably go do like another round or two of Aramite hunting to farm these things. But other than that, I think all of the rest of Alhaitham's materials are from the new region expansion, so we can't farm them right now. But yeah, other than that, I think we're good to go. Gotta remember to do this. But yeah, I think that's about it. I guess I'll go over my map progress, because I think I showed that off in my last Genshin video. So, in case I haven't gone over these, 100% of Hypostyle Desert, 100% of Upper Land of Upper Stetek. I also need to finish out Land of Lower Stetek. I'm pretty sure there's like areas here. There's an area here somewhere that I haven't explored yet. I want to say it's like an area here in the Kajnisut Temple area. At least I want to say. But we'll see where it ends up being. Could even be over somewhere in like near Caravan Rebat or something. But yeah, that's that. Let's see. For the forest area of Sumeru, I still need to do the Lost Nursery part and the Ashavan Realm part. I know, and the Visud field, if that's how I pronounce it. I know 2 areas where I haven't explored yet, because I think I need to do like a world quest or something, or I need to figure out how to get that to progress. There's the area here. I can actually just teleport over here just to show you guys, in case I haven't shown you guys yet. Maybe I have already shown you guys this and I just forgot. But here is, I think, one of the last withering zones that I haven't done yet. If the game will load any slower. But yeah, this area is where there's like an underground, like an interior withering zone, and I don't think I know how to do it, just because some of the withering flowers that you need to hit are like underwater, so I need to figure out a way to drain the water. Yeah, as you can see here. So yeah, there's some down there where Scaramouche is looking, and yeah, you hit that flower up there, or I think that's one of those flower turret things. But yeah, basically I got to drain the water here. Got to figure out how to do that, and drain this place and clear this place out. The other place is down here, I believe. And this is also another area where I got to drain the water, go down, keep going down and clear everything out. So same shit, different area. So yeah, right here, as you can see here, got to drain the water still. Let's see. I think that's the, is that one? Or, yeah, that down there. There's a, yeah. There's one of those tether points that's inside the water that I clearly cannot get to because I haven't drained the water yet. So, got to figure out how to do this. And so, yeah. Eventually, I know I'm going to get through it all because, as you can see, I've got a lot of Sumetic world quests and side quests to do still that I've been slacking on. And I need to get through them before Alhaitham comes out. So, yeah. I think other than that, I think that's about it. Let's see. I know that I've got like world quests that I still need to do in Sumeru City. Problem is that I know that a lot of world quests are tied to like daily commissions, like unique daily commissions. The problem with that is that I've been trying to hunt down some Liyue daily commission world achievements as well. For example, I'm trying to do the good sign one right here. Help Zihua find romance signs or whatever. So I'm slowly but surely getting through this. But obviously, these kinds of freaking commissions are complete RNG, so you never know when you're gonna get them. So it could take like, you know, as soon as a month. It could take it like the rest of this year. Who knows, man? But yeah, because I still stand to get like I think 3 or so more Liyue related world quests. Or not world quests, but like the achievements for like specific unique RNG daily quests or whatever. Good sign. I think there's one where there's a where's Liyue? At Liyue Harbor, there's this one guy right here where it's like the Jade Seller, and I think there's an achievement where that you can get from him where if you get his daily quest, and you select the jackpot on your first try, or you select the jackpot, basically you get a hidden achievement or something like that. So I've only gotten that once so far, and it's been like a literal month since then. So I gotta get that. I think also the third one. I think the third one is where I have to. No, I think do I have that achievement already? I think I do. Do I? It's one of those Stone Harbor things. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It was this. It was this one. Yeah. Geo Archon Anecdotes, the one where you have to give the guy who's like an expert on like the Morax god or whatever, and give him like a certain item, and it'll tell you something about that, giving you an anecdote about that item or whatever. So yeah, I managed to get that done. As you can see here, I got that done last month, almost basically to the day, and I was able to get done the storyteller guy achievements, so that's good. But I still need to get done a couple more from Liyue. Once I get those done, then I can finally switch over to do at least a few Sumeru ones. I know there's a couple Liyue ones that I still haven't done yet. At least as far as like the hidden achievements go for daily commissions. Like for example, I think the one that I remember not having done yet for Inazuma is like there's that one silk cloth seller. So you need to I guess gather materials for her or something like that. You need to gather one from every category or something like that, and it takes a really long time. So yeah, there's still stuff that I'm missing for Inazuma as far as daily quest achievements go, and I don't want to know how many there are for fucking Sumeru. Jesus Christ. So who knows, man? Who knows how long that's gonna take me? But in any case, thanks for watching. That'll do it for this month's Wales log. As if I can figure out where I want to go. Let's see. Let's go to Liyue, I guess. Gotta reset my expeditions, but in any case, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next month for next month's Wales log. So, peace.